It's the Lunch Show with Chad Summers. Fasten your seatbelts for the greatest radio show in the world, ever. And now, the host of the Lunch Show, Chad Summers.
All right. Welcome to the Lunch Show, everybody. My name is Chad Summers. Hope y'all had a fun Memorial Day weekend. Before we get into the show, I want to say you can always email me at chadslunchshow@gmail.com. You can always catch our new episodes every Tuesday and Friday and click on all the things that matter. You know what I'm talking about. All right, let's get into the birthdays. CeeLo Green, 47. Winona Judd, 58. Tom Morello, 58. Tom Morello was the guitar player for Rage Against the Machine, and I got to tell you, when I first heard that stuff, I hadn't heard guitar playing like that ever, so that's pretty impressive stuff. He is number 26 on Rolling Stone's list of best guitar players, for what that's worth. Also on this day in history, in 1431, Joan of Arc burned at the stake. Yikes. 1911, the first Indianapolis 500 was run. The race lasted for 6 hours and 42 minutes. I guess that makes sense. The cars weren't quite as fast back then. In 1806, Andrew Jackson won a duel with Charles Dickinson. During his life, Jackson was involved in numerous duels. Some accounts estimate 100, and many of them were in defense of his wife, Rachel. You know, I've heard of red flags before, but these might be the reddest flags I've ever heard in my life. Look, if you find yourself in a duel like every month or so because of your wife, you need to start thinking things through here. All right, let's get into the news. That's what this show's about. Story from Newsmax: 9 injured in Florida boardwalk shooting. Yeah, I guess two groups of people were not seeing eye to eye on something, and they started shooting at each other. 9 people injured, no fatalities. That's pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. A lot of people got lucky there. I don't know what to say about that, in all honesty. Here's a story from CBS News. Carnival cruise ship battered by waves and storm off Charleston, South Carolina. Yeah, I guess they were headed back from the Bahamas, and there was a weather pattern coming up the East Coast and into the mainland, and they got caught up in it. It sounded pretty nasty. There's plenty of videos. You know how it is these days. But they're, I guess, steady 40-mile-an-hour winds. Yeah, they'll do that. But, yeah, you go on a cruise, you never know what's going to happen. All right, Newsweek. Okay. Student loans and debt ceiling deal leave millions facing nightmare scenario. Oh, my God. So what's the nightmare scenario? People having to pay back money they borrowed from the overall group of people? You see what I'm saying? We're the bank in this situation. So if we forgive all those debts, we get screwed. The money was borrowed from all of us. So there was a pause in the payments at the beginning of COVID, and part of this deal ends that pause. So people have to get back to making their student loan payments. Oh my God, it's a nightmare. Ah! Get the hell out of here with that. Oh my gosh. Here's one from 2Fab. Missing soap actor Jefferson Machado found dead, buried in trunk. Not like a car trunk, but, a wooden trunk. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Who knows? This was down in Brazil. So, God, who knows? When you get down there, there's cartels everywhere down there. So he messed with the wrong people. I don't know. Here's one from Fox News. 13-year-old girl passes from chroming. Latest alarming social media trend. So I guess what this is you inhale fumes from a deodorant can. And she didn't survive it. You know, it's terrible. It's terrible. Here's one from CNN. Nude beaches are becoming more common. Here are 20 of the best ones. I'm not going to lie. I've been to a nude beach, and the one I went to made the list. It's pretty cool. I'll tell my nude beach story at a later date. Here's one from Business Insider. What to do if you see an alligator and how to survive an attack, according to a wildlife expert who keeps pet gators. All right, we got a couple bullet points here. I'll just read those off. 1, if it chases you, run straight away. Don't run zigzag. We always thought as kids you run zigzag because they don't have peripheral vision. No, that's not true. Just run your ass off. 2, if it bites you, don't freak out and try to open its jaws. Smack it in the snout or go for its eyes. Yeah, just start punching his eyes. He'll let you go. And 3, don't play dead or you may end up dead. That's definitely true. I have a alligator story to tell also, which I will tell at a later date when our audience is much larger. Here's one from Fox News. Jules' twist on national anthem at the Indianapolis 500 fails to resonate with fans. Panned as disrespectful. I watched that video of that national anthem. She did a great job. This disrespectful comment was just something someone like tweeted or something. Like, who gives a crap? The people in the stands were loving it. It looked like to me. Here's one from Reuters. Ukraine war comes to Moscow as drones strike both capitals. We really don't cover the war much, but this is significant. The Ukrainian, we suspect it's Ukrainian drones attacking Moscow. They were aimed at wealthy residential districts. A Russian politician said it was the most dangerous attack since World War II. All right, here's another one from Newsweek. And we really don't do opinionated stories, but these were, and I'm not going to go into the story. I'm just going to read these headlines because they're absolutely ridiculous. Here's one. I'm not even going to mention the author's name, but banning TikTok won't protect kids. It's the opening to internet censorship. Right. As if internet censorship has not begun yet. Right. And the next one is, of course, TikTok should be banned. It's dangerous for our kids. Okay, that sounds more on track, except they're both wrong because it's not about kids. It's about it being a China-owned company and going through the accounts to access American sensitive information. That's really all it's about. And collecting data on our people. Good gracious. Here's one from Newsweek that I can actually agree with. Dianne Feinstein proves we need term limits in Congress. Look, we need term limits everywhere. Everywhere. No one should have a career in politics. Here's one from Newsmax. Russian media chief calls for Lindsey Graham's assassination. Goodness gracious. I guess Graham met with Zelensky and said, quote, best money we ever spent, when he was regarding to supplying them with arms and whatever deal he's talking about. He also said the Russians are dying. So I guess this Russian media chief didn't appreciate that and called for his assassination. We'll see how that pans out. All right, folks, that leaves us with one more story. And it's going to be a good one because that's how we always leave you. This one from Metro, also known as metro.co.uk. Elephant trapped in snare, able to walk again with prosthetic foot. That is amazing. We'll just call him Chook. We'll call him Chook. I don't know how to pronounce the damn thing. Was caught in a snare when he was just a year old. Ah, that sucks. But he's got a prosthetic leg. It's great. It's not hysterical. It's great. So that is great news, not just good news. We are animal people here at The Lunch Show. But that is it for today's episode. And I just want to say you can always email me at chadslunchshow@gmail.com. And do not forget that we have new episodes every Tuesday and Friday. Do not miss those. And until Friday, keep kicking ass in your life and peace out.
All right, folks, that's it for The Lunch Show today. Don't forget to come back every Tuesday and Friday for new episodes. And don't forget to like, share, tweet, subscribe, friend, listen, email, and tell your friends and family about us. We need every single one of y'all. Thank you in advance for your support, and I hope you all have an awesome day.
You just listened to The Lunch Show.